Hello and welcome to another episode of Now About That with James and Sarah. I'm James,
I'm Sarah.
and I don't know where this is recording to. It says recording to the cloud, so I think it's recording to the wrong place now because I accidentally hit the space bar when I started recording. So I don't know where this is going to go. We shall see.
Okay, that's fun. That's exciting. Um, how are you?
I'm okay. I don't know. It was weird. Earlier, I had just started eating lunch, and then I ended up getting rid of my lunch.
Oh no.
I don't know why. It's just like I feel like I feel fine. So I don't know what happened. It was just weird.
Hmm. I oh my God. I have so much to catch us up on because it's been a
Over a
month.
month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a while. It's been a hot minute. Um, so first of all, I cut my hair.
It
So
looks nice.
thank you. Thank you. Um, secondly, I went to Indiana. I
And
didn't
that's
go.
the main reason that we haven't recorded for almost, well, I guess it's almost a month because we recorded just before you went.
Yeah. So, um, it did not go as well as I hoped it would. Um, but I learned a lot about myself and other people, and here we are. Um, so there was that, and then I came back, and this last weekend, um, I got that lovely parasite that was going around.
Wait,
Thought I
which
was
one? Because there's so many. Is it the like explosive diarrhea one or something else?
It's the explosive diarrhea one.
Which has now been linked to Taylor Farms, I think is what it was. This last thing
Yeah.
I saw, that like provides the lettuce and the like salad ingredients for Taco Bell, but they also make a lot of pre-made salads. So it's like, oof.
Yeah. My my problem was that I was like, "Oh, I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to eat I really really want a gigantic salad." So I had a gigantic salad. And then, you know what I followed it up with? A bunch of fresh fruit. And the next thing I knew, I was dying.
Well, was that the parasite or was that just because your body was like, what is this? We never have this stuff.
No,
Let's
it was
just get rid of it.
no, it was definitely the parasite. Um because never have I ever. Um, so anyway, I had to cancel all my plans this
Yeah.
last weekend because I had plans. I told you I had plans. Um, that was the main reason we didn't end up recording on Saturday was because we ended up having to like skip Friday, and then Saturday I had was originally going to have like a full day. I did have a full day. It was a full day of sitting in my bathroom wishing for death.
Mm.
Um anyway, I also before I talk about what I've been doing yesterday and today, I also have started the process of converting my closet into a little library slash
Oh,
reading nook.
yeah.
I'm very excited. I have some other things that I want to do to it. Um, but I haven't had a chance to do that just yet. But um, I've hung up some starlights and I've hung up one of my favorite pieces of art, which is the skull ice cream cone. Um, my neon skull ice cream cone. Um, I laid down some blankets and some of my stuffies, and I've already put up some of the books, and I'm very excited about it.
I need to continue. I need to finish putting together the last two bookshelves that we bought because we've had them for like I want to say 2 months now, and I just haven't put them together.
Oops.
We have four of them. We have four in our living room, and then I bought an extra two to put in the spare bedroom so that we can put movies and books and stuff in there so that they're kind of out of the way.
Mhm.
I just keep, for some reason, putting it off. I don't know why, because they're not really that difficult to put together.
Fair. Like, sometimes you just don't have the energy for it. And then finally, um, last night, I went and saw Thought Squad and Queen Herbie, which was so much fun. I had such a great time. After the show, Thought Squad was actually doing like free photos and signatures. I had nothing for them to sign. I was devastated. Literally, okay. Literally, I was like reading the thing, and it's like you can't have any big bags, and like you'd be subject to search, that kind of thing. And I emptied my bag. Like I emptied everything out, and I only took like my driver's license, my credit cards, my phone, my
Yeah.
inhaler, and that was it. So I was like, fuck, I didn't know I could get a free autograph. Otherwise, I would have had like a piece of paper or something.
Yeah.
But no, that was not the case. But I did get my photo taken with them. That was pretty cool. Um, and then today, I had a date this morning, which was very fun. I had a very good time. I really like them. Um, and then I went to a birthday party where we threw water balloons at each other and were running around acting like idiots in the park and just having a good time.
Did you clean up the water balloon remnants?
I left before everybody else. Shock of the year. But I did pick up my water balloon remnants.
So
So,
we hear that you caused litter. Okay. You're
you know,
littering.
littering. Um, And yeah, and then originally tomorrow, which is Sunday, because we're recording this on Saturday. Um, Originally tomorrow, I was going to have another date, with another person, and then go see a movie. But they ended up um, twisting their ankle, so they're not going to be able to do anything or go anywhere. You look like one of the Blues Brothers. He's put on sunglasses even though he's inside.
I've been wearing them while I'm working on my computer because it kind of helps. I'm
Yeah?
not just sitting at a computer staring at it all day with my clear lenses using
Mm,
sunglasses. It's like that's really all I've been. Were you finished?
um, oh, I was gonna mention the movie I'm gonna go see.
Oh yeah, what movie?
I'm gonna go see The Aggressives,
Hmm.
which is a film about butch and mask lesbians. It's being put on by Butch Prom
Oh,
at the Hyperreal Film Club. Hyperreal Cinema, I mean, which is woman owned and based here in Austin.
yeah. Well, that's
So,
cool.
yeah. What about you? What have you been up to?
Honestly, not much. I really have only been like working, and Ryan works on the weekends now. I don't know if we talked about this, but Ryan, he was working for that winery. Well, they ended up letting him go,
Oh no.
but it's because she started it, and then or she moved into this new space, and it's a bigger space, but she was worried, and I think she starting to have some financial difficulties because of the cost for the new space and that she didn't think about. So she ended up having to scale back, and they went from like 6 employees to just three. And he
Okay.
was one of the last employees, like one of the last couple of employees to get hired. So they ended up getting like
Letting him go.
letting him go. However, um, less than a like week later, he started working at this new place, where it's called The Cellar in Pasadena, and it's kind of like a speakeasy where um, you don't even really know that it's like a wine and food place until you walk in, and then they kind of like the person at the door lets you in, and then they walk you back to this room, and
Hmm.
then it's a room that just looks like a room with wine barrels in it, and then one of the barrels opens up, and you go through the wine barrel into the actual restaurant and stuff.
Oh, that's cool as fuck.
So he started working there. I'd say it was like 3 weeks ago or something like that. It's been almost a month now. Um, like right after I think you went back to Indiana is when he started working there.
Nice.
Um, so he's started working there and he's liking it. But he's just finished with his training, so now they're like cutting him back down to 2 days, like 2 days a week.
Ew.
And I'm like, it's not gonna cut it. I need you to do at least more than that because I mean, honestly, he's only paying for me. He's only paying like his car payment, and everything else is I'm paying it. So it's like I need you to at least pay your car payment.
Right.
Um, but other than that, I mean, it's been fine. And I got new glasses, so that was why Sarah
Mhm.
was talking about my sunglasses because I just put my sunglasses on. So I got two new pair of glass. I got new pair of glasses and a new pair of sunglasses, and I absolutely love both of them. My glasses, they're supposed to be anti-reflective, but they're not really because I can see everything
Mhm.
in the glasses, so I don't really understand why that's a thing. Um, and then I mean, other than that, what was 2 weeks ago, I was like, I don't really want to do anything, but I kind of want to go see a movie. And I was like, Devil Wears Prada is still in the movie theaters, so I'm gonna go watch it. So I looked it up, and I was like, there's nowhere like the two that are closest to me. They weren't showing it anymore, and I was like, well, that sucks. But there was one that was in Newhall, and I was like, well, I'll go there. And then I was like, well, let me check because it looked like it was streaming, like something was telling me that it was streaming, like you could download it for streaming. And I was like, ooh. So I looked and they had it on Amazon. I was like, I don't want to buy it from Amazon. So I bought it from YouTube.
And there you go.
And I've watched it like 6 times since then.
I love that for you.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, I really enjoy it. I didn't think it was necessary, but and there were some of the plot that I didn't really care for, that could have stopped or that could have been taken out. But other than that, I mean, it was a fun time, and it was good to kind of see how they took their working relationship to 20 years later.
Right.
Um, Again, it wasn't really necessary, but it was fun and interesting to kind of watch and see the Andy and Miranda and Emily and Stanley Tucci's character, which I can't think of his name right now.
Oh
But I mean, aside from that, we also got new neighbors, and they're extremely freaking rude.
no.
Um, well, it's like I understand you're moving in and you have stuff that you're moving in, and you're not paying attention to the door whenever you're coming in and out of the door when you're
Mhm.
first moving in.
Right.
However, they're done moving in now because it's been about 2 weeks.
Mhm.
And every time they leave their door, they never pay attention and they just let it slam. And it's right next to our door, like literally attached to our wall. So every time
Um,
they slam, it like shakes our wall. And I'm
gross.
like, this is ridiculous. Like, how do you not understand that you're slamming the door? You hear it slam every freaking time you close the door. It's not that complicated to just keep it from slamming. We do
Right.
it every time we exit the door. So It's frustrating because I'm just like, you're an adult, you moved into an apartment, you have neighbors, be cognizant of your neighbors and pay attention when you're closing your door so you're not slamming the door when you leave.
Right.
Like that's just the bare minimum that you need to do as a neighbor. But other than that, a couple days ago I made homemade butter because Ryan was like,
Yes, you sent photos. Well, a photo.
it's butter. I mean, it's nothing special, it's nothing great, but it's butter.
But I mean, you made your own butter. That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, but it was also like $10 for the heavy whipping cream. So it doesn't make sense fiscally to make your own butter when you pay $10 and you can buy pre-made butter for you get basically the same amount for like $3.
That's true.
But it was fun and we watched a video last week sometime and it was the sorted food channel and they made their own butter and they were trying to decide whether it makes sense to make your own or just buy it. And they kind of came up with the same thing that it just makes more sense because it's cheaper and you get pretty much same basically the same product when you just buy it from the store instead of making it. It's fun
Mhm.
to do every now and then when you're like, I could really just make some butter. And you just basically it's when I have the stand mixer and I love the stand mixer, so I'm
Yeah,
trying to use it more and I've baked cookies and taken them to work a few times and I might be doing cupcakes this week. I don't know, we'll see.
love that.
Um, but it's this week actually it might be a good week to do that because it's less people. We've been having like groups of like 50 come do training. So that's a lot that I have to bake. Where this time it's probably around like 30, but that's still a lot, but it's less than 50. And
Hmm.
that's like three batches of cupcakes instead of like six batches of cookies.
Mm. That makes sense.
But other than that, it's kind of just been work and kind of just hanging around the house doing nothing because Ryan's at work and I'm like, there's no reason for me to leave. I literally didn't even, I think I left the apartment this week one time. But other than that, I've just been like so busy with work and stuff that I haven't even left the apartment and I've been working from home.
Dang.
So my car, it's funny, my car, whenever I go into work, I usually plug it in and charge it, and then I'm good for like the week. Last week I didn't charge, no, the week before last, I didn't charge my car. And when I got home, it was at like 30%. And I haven't driven it since then, except for like one time to go get lunch or something. So it's still at like 29%. That was 2 weeks ago.
Oh no.
It's fine. As we
It'll
have,
be fine.
if I wanted to charge it because I needed to go somewhere, we have charging here, so I can charge at my apartment complex too.
My I got to get gas for my car um because I've been driving around so much and I'm down to like I think I have 50 miles left before I'm empty.
It's funny. I just saw a video the other day that was talking about right after one of my coworkers was talking about how she needed to get gas. That was saying just because you're empty doesn't mean you need to get gas right then. It shows that you still have like 50 or so miles. So I'm still good for like 50 miles, but then I need to go get gas soon.
No, I normally don't even let it get that low, but I am a little bit on the broke side.
Yeah.
So I've been putting it off. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna use not no brain. I'm going to put gas in the car. Anyway. Um,
Speaking of
mm,
gas and money, Ryan and I kind of had a little argument yesterday because I love him to death. But there's this thing where he doesn't, I don't know how to put it, where he will send an email and be like, okay, well, I did what I needed to do. There's nothing else I can do. I just have to wait for a response.
Mhm.
So let me preface this with he still hasn't gotten his tax refund, and it's almost it's the middle of July. And I'm like,
Right.
why haven't you gotten your tax refund yet? And he's like, well, I don't know. I keep checking and it says that it's still pending. But like I haven't gotten anything from anyone and I don't really know. And I emailed and I'm just waiting to hear back. And I'm like, well, that was like 3 weeks ago that you emailed. Have you called someone and asked them? Because he was like, well, I did it through TurboTax. And I was like, well, why can't you just call TurboTax? I'm sure they have a way of looking at it and seeing what's going on. Or call the IRS. There's a phone number that you can call for the IRS to ask them questions and see what's going on and see if there's something that you need to do to fix it so that there's like they finish it.
Right.
He was like, "Well, I don't know. I don't know. I just haven't called anyone." I'm like, "But you need to because it's been 2 months since you filed your taxes."
I was gonna say, I hope
No,
it's
it's been more than two
longer than
months. It's
that.
April, yeah. So April, May, June, July. So it's almost 4 months. I'm like, we're 4 months later almost. And you filed your taxes and you haven't gotten it back yet. There's something wrong where
Right.
they either didn't realize they haven't sent it out because they didn't realize that it hadn't been sent out yet, or you need to correct something so that they can finish it and finalize it and then send it.
Right.
And then he was also I was like, when do you get paid? Because I was like, he was like, oh, I don't know. I think I get paid this week, but I don't know. It could be next week, but I've been there for like a month, but I haven't gotten paid yet. And I'm like, what? Can you not ask them? He's like, well, I asked one of my coworkers, but she started like a week before me. I'm like, do you not have a manager that you can ask? Who's your manager? Ask your manager. And he was like, well, I can ask my manager. And I was like, why wouldn't you have? I don't understand why you're not thinking about this until just now, until me asking you. Like, I don't get it. But he was like, he found out last night they get paid biweekly on Saturdays for some reason. And they get a pay like an actual check and not direct deposit.
Oh, so his check's in the mail then.
No, they give it to them there.
Oh.
I'm assuming it's like a really small business. And they like probably just write the checks there.
That would make sense.
I
Hmm.
don't really understand, but I'm just like, you can't just sit back and just send an email and just assume someone's going to get back to you and not follow up. Like you have to follow up. Like if it's a phone call, if it's another email, if it's an email to someone else, if it's a phone call to get an email for someone else, then that's what you have to do. Like I don't and that's where this whole like the I was thinking about it the other day because we always talk about how I'm so Capricorn and I'm like he's also a Capricorn so I don't
Mhm.
it's very different between him and I and I'm like I don't understand why or how it's so different if like it's I mean we're different people obviously but like if you think
Right.
about Capricorn it's like Capricorns are supposed to be like ambitious and driven and it's like he is, but then it's also like if there's a if there's an inconvenience, he just like, all right. I'm like,
That's probably
oh.
that's probably related to either his rising sign or his moon sign.
Yeah. Other than that, like we also had we've been having issues with ants and I'm like this apartment complex doesn't there's not really a sense of urgency with them, it doesn't seem like. Because I told them well, we had an issue with flies for a little while where they were just literally coming in the window, even though the window was completely sealed and closed, we had like 20 flies every day come into the apartment. And I
Oh.
called them and they said, well, we have to have someone come and look at the window. Because if it's not sealing correctly, then they have to fix that. And that's not something that the maintenance people can just do. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Let me know when they're coming. That's fine. Because I work from home a lot. So I need to be able to know whether I need to be here, if I need to leave, if they're going to be here. I looked at that was in the beginning of June. Well, June, I think June 22nd or something like that.
Hmm.
And I looked and they closed the ticket, but I was like, no one's ever been here. And they said that they were going to wait to send pest control out until they came and fixed the window or looked at the window and fixed it. And they never sent pest control out. She was like, "Oh, well, he didn't come out Thursday." I was like, "No, no one's been here." And I asked Ryan, I was like, did pest control come on Thursday last week?" And he said no. I was like, "So no one's been here, and we still have ants." And so Ryan and I had to go out and buy like
Ant
Raid spray,
traps,
ant
stuff
spray,
like that.
and ant traps. Yeah. And that was even back when his friend Tara was coming to visit. Like he went out and bought brat or ant spray whenever before she came and visit because we had an issue with them. And they hadn't come to do anything yet. So I called them and I was like, I also just submitted another ticket this on Monday because every time we use our microwave, it sounds like there's metal in the microwave the first time it starts. You know, like that like high power like sound.
Hmm.
It does that the very first time you use it after it's been sitting for a little while. And I'm like, this is a brand new microwave. We don't use it that often. It's just to like warm up food whenever we want. Or Ryan usually warms up his sandwiches if we're just having sandwiches that day or something like that. So we don't use it that often, but every time we do use it for the last like 2 weeks, well, for the last week or so, because I hadn't noticed it because I don't, again, I hardly ever use it. It's just the very first time it makes that noise. And I'm like, I'm afraid to use this because what if something happens and it catches on fire?
Right.
Because it's not like I mean, it's a microwave, which is a dangerous appliance.
Right.
So I'm just like, I need someone to come and take a look at it because we can't use it until it gets either looked at and fixed or something happens. So we have no microwave.
Eep.
And I submitted that on Monday and they were like, well, he'll get to it whenever he has a chance. And it's like, it's Saturday and I haven't heard anything back from them. But the pest control guy came. He was really nice. He was like, "Well, I'm here every Thursday, so if you need me to stop by, just let the front office know, and they'll let me know, and I'll just come on by."
Okay.
He
Well,
was really nice.
at least he was nice. That's good.
He was really nice, and he was like, "Yeah, it's probably because so we're on a mountain, sort of. It's not really a big mountain, but it's like a big hillside,
Hmm.
and behind our apartment is literally just like the crest of the hill." And they use sprinklers all the time and they like keep it wet so that there's less of a chance for fire. So he said that it's that and then also a lot it's getting hotter so they're coming into apartments and stuff like that and he was like we just had to I just had to go up and take care of 308 that's just above you too. So it's happening a lot recently. So and that's the reason. So anytime you need a treatment, just let them know and they'll have me come by on
Okay.
Thursday. On Thursday, I'm here every Thursday.
Well, there you go. Every Thursday.
And I was like, you don't need to go into that bedroom, right? He was like, I mean, I can go wherever you want me to. I was like, well, there's someone sleeping in there. So you don't really need to go in there. And it's a mess. So he just kind of sprayed around the living room, and the kitchen area, and then the door and the bathroom and the living area.
Nice.
But that's pretty much all I've been doing. I have been trying to get these idiots at this Nissan dealership to fix my speaker, and I called them last week, or I called them, no, it was 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I left him a message, got nothing back, sent him a text message, got nothing back, called, and the person that I talked to was like, well, I'll leave him a message and let you know you called. Let him know you called and he'll call you back. Never called me back. 2 days later, hadn't heard from him, so I called him again, and he finally talked to me. He was like, "Oh, they have to change those a lot. So I'll have to order the part." And then he was like, "You also need like your tire rotation and stuff like that. Tire rotation and cabin filter, air filter changed at 35,000 miles, and you're getting close." So I was like, okay, cool. Let me know whenever you have it ready, and I will schedule the time to come in and bring it in. Well, that was 2 weeks ago. Well, Nick, this week will be 2 weeks, and I haven't heard anything back from them yet. So I'm like, this is the closest Nissan dealership, and there's nowhere else I can really take it because I have an extended warranty, so they'll replace it under warranty aside from the regular tire rotation and stuff. But the speaker will be replaced under warranty. So I'm like, I'm not going to take it to another place and pay out of pocket for it when it's the dealership's going to do it under warranty.
Right. Because why would you?
No, yeah, so I don't know. And I'm just like, it's getting frustrating where it's this like back and forth. They're not a very big dealership, and there's only like maybe 5 or 6 people that work in the like customer service portion of the maintenance area, but or service area, but it's like you should still be responding to your customers. It's
For
like
sure.
I come there with my car and I come there with Ryan's car too. I mean, granted, Ryan's car we have prepaid for the oil changes and stuff, so they don't get any money from me. And what they're doing for me now is through warranty, so they don't get any money from me there either, but they do get paid because they get paid by my extended or my warranty, like they
Right.
pay out. And then I also already paid for it, so it's like for Ryan's car, it's already paid for is the only difference.
Hmm.
So I don't know, it's just frustrating. And
Sounds
it's like
frustrating.
I don't want to have to deal with it, but I'm like at this point I might as well like it might just be something that my car has until I get rid of it. And I don't know. You know, it's just I don't like the car already to begin with, and there's an issue with it. So it's just like, and it also looks like someone tried to break my driver's side rear window. Because there's a chip out of the window. Like it looks like someone hit it with something, like they were trying to
Hmm.
break into my car. Which is weird because all I do is park here and at work. I don't really go anywhere else. And everywhere
Right.
I do go, it's like I haven't gone anywhere that's like a sketchy area anytime soon, anytime
Right.
recently. So it's like I don't know when it would have happened. So it would have either happened here or something hit my window. I'm like either someone did it or something hit it, like a bird or something. But there was no bird, so I don't know.
I don't know.
But it's not like broken, but I do
It's
get
just a
worried
chip.
that because it's the like windows that go down that it may when I'm rolling it down one time shatter because
Fair.
it's I mean there's integrity that's missing now because there's a chip missing from the window.
Right.
And those windows are designed where if you like puncture it, it's they're supposed to shatter. I don't know.
I don't
It's,
like that.
it's worrisome.
Sounds worrisome.
And I'm like, well, maybe it was someone trying to get something out of their car, but no one parks next to me because my parking space is right next to a handicap parking space, and then there's that like lined off area for if they have like a ramp or something.
Hmm.
So there's no one that parks next to me on that side ever.
Mm.
So it doesn't make sense. So I don't know what it was, but
The joys of existence.
yeah.
You doing anything this weekend?
No, not that I'm aware of. I don't, so that's the other thing that I'm trying to understand, and I should probably reach out to them, but it's not like nothing like what Ryan's dealing with because so we signed up for a wine club, and I got an email that my allotment was ready for pickup, and they sent me like the list of all the wines that's in it, but or that it's being processed now, and I'm like, okay. They told me that there's usually like a pickup party that they do. It just doesn't seem like they send out very good communication about what's going on
Hmm.
because all I got was just like the bill that showed how much it was and what all I was getting. But there's not been like any advertisement or anything like that that they sent out to like the wine club members. And I'm not there. I don't go there enough.
Hmm.
Um, so we might go there tomorrow and see if they have it ready or if it's just like like what is the thing? Because I'm like, it doesn't seem like they're doing a very good job of marketing to their members.
Right.
So I'm just like, I don't know. And then the other one that we have been going to, I really enjoy. The Bithymia, wow,
Are you having
Bivium.
a stroke?
I don't know. Bivium is the other winery that we've been going to, and I really like them. And I kind of wish that they would have been open first, um, because they have better wine and they have not better wine. Both of them are really good, but they had just more like it's just a more interesting vibe at that place. And we went to an event there one time and it was the winemaker was actually there and he was like walking us through. It was I may have talked about it on here, but it was called like an old world versus new world wine.
Oh,
And
yes, I do remember that.
yeah, so he brought in a bunch of wine and paired it with like what he thought would match with his wines. And it was
Hmm.
just like an hour and a half of people just talking and having like talking about wine and it was so fun. And then I get to like this place and it's like they're not even letting me know that my allotment's ready to come and pick up yet. So I don't know. It's just very strange.
Right. Well, that sounds interesting.
Sure.
I'm gonna go
Um,
with that.
so aside from your canceled date because your date sprained their ankle, are you doing
Hmm.
anything this weekend, Brokey?
Um, just going to the aggressives.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
that's about it. I'm hoping to get some more reading done because I have um like 10 books checked out from the library and I need to read them. So, um, but yeah, other than that, I don't really have any major plans. Nick is going to be going out of town um, because he's going to go help a family member recover from surgery. So I'm going to be watching the Bobinski for like the next 10 or so days. But that's about as exciting as it gets for me now. I'm,
We're boring.
yeah, this weekend was out of the norm.
Yeah.
So
Well, anything else before we call it a podcast?
I don't think so. I think we can just call it a podcast.
All right. Well, thanks for listening to this week's episode of Now About That with James and Sarah. If you like this episode, please give us a like, a comment. Don't forget to follow or subscribe. If you would leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen, as this will help get the podcast out to more people and help us grow. Feel free to follow us on social media. Our handle everywhere is at Now About That Pod. So if we don't come up in the search, then we're not on that platform. If there's anything you'd like us to discuss on the podcast, you can email us at nowaboutThatPod@gmail.com. You can also go to our website, www.nowaboutThatProductions.com, or you can send us a text message or leave us a voicemail at 765-557-4170. Thanks again for listening, and we hope you have a great week since we'll be coming out on Monday. And Sarah, enjoy the rest of your weekend.
You too. Stay safe out there.
Meh.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
everybody.